We all want a perfect work-life balance. It's the holy grail of a modern career. Here are 3 ways that you can achieve it. So what is that perfect work-life balance? And most of us think it's simply you can't have it all, because having it all, the work-life balance means that you have, of course, financial success. That's super important to have a career where you earn enough money to have the life you want to have. For most of us, the perfect work-life balance is the freedom to fit in my life as a parent or my other interests. I don't want to get up at 6, go to work in the city, come home at 8 and have no life apart from working and commuting. And the third one is impact. And this is super important. We want a career where we're making a difference, doing something meaningful, changing people's lives. And we believe that kind of career has all of those 3 things: financial freedom, freedom to live my life and make an impact. Well, my career has that. That's why I love it so much and will never ever retire. I consider myself blessed because I was a single parent and I found an amazing career where I had the freedom to always take my daughter to school, always pick her up, be there if she needed me. When she was a baby, I was always at home because I worked from home. I was very lucky that I had a rare career where I worked from home and I made enough money to put my daughter into private school and to live the life I lived. But the best thing by far was the impact. People would say, you know, you changed my life. Thanks to you, I've had a baby, lost half my body weight, had the confidence to leave an abusive marriage, had the confidence to write a book, to start my own business. And so I feel blessed and lucky and privileged that my career gives me everything with bells on. And then I began to train other people. So many of my own clients said, wow, I love your job. Wow, you work from home, you're in your house, you're seeing me on Skype, you're earning a good living, but you've changed my life. I'd love to change people's lives the way you have changed my life, but I bet it's a 5-year degree and it really isn't. And so I began to train people to do what I do. Somebody recently wrote to me and said, you know, I did what you did. I trained to do what you do. And the benefits are huge. I get up every day loving what I do and doing what I love, but both my children are in private school now, and that's a complete side effect. So it's an amazing career, but something else has happened very recently, because I always had the 3 things. Freedom. I can start work when I want to start work. I can finish work when I want to finish work, all around my daughter being at school. She's grown up now, so now I fit in my hours around other things. I have meaning every day. I know every day when I wake up, someone in the world is having a better life because of the skill I possess, and that's an extraordinary thing to think, wow, I'm doing something meaningful. I read a book recently, it said people don't fear dying. They fear living their life, getting to the end and never having made a difference, never having made an impact. And the people I train don't have that fear. But here's something else that happened recently. During lockdown, I realized how lucky I was to have a crisis-proof career. When 9/11 happened, I was as busy as ever because I worked from home on Skype. When lockdown happened, my life didn't change. In fact, if anything, I was more in demand than ever, working with parents whose kids were getting freaked out because of this, what they call the granola virus. Is it living in a cereal box in my cupboard? And so that's super exciting too. Make a difference, change people's lives in a world where so many people are being replaced by robots, where Uber drivers, the checkout person in the store, the bank teller is being replaced with a machine. There will be more demand for therapists than ever before. That's already happening. So crisis-proofing your career doesn't just mean that in a crisis, in power cuts, in issues that we had when the volcano erupted in Iceland, there were no flights. People couldn't commute to work. In RTT, your career is certain. But it also means when other people are having a crisis of losing their business, losing their livelihood, losing their jobs, being replaced by a robot, there'll be more demand than ever for therapists. We have seen it in the school system where so many children live in fear, in panic, in anxiety. We're currently training a lot of therapists to work with disillusioned teenagers, especially disillusioned boys who don't have a role model. We're particularly taking on male therapists for this, and they love it and they're so in demand. So how exciting it is to have a crisis-proof career. You don't think, oh my God, if there's another virus, my business is going to fold. I'm going to lose my home. I'm going to lose my life. I'm going to lose my meaning because I love my job. And you never, ever, ever have to retire. I have no intention of retiring. I love what I do. When I'm 85, I'll still do it, maybe 3 clients a week, maybe 1 a day. But it's a job where when you're older, one of the rare jobs, again, that you're looked at as having wisdom. You don't have a sell-by day, and that's also incredibly important, incredibly reassuring, and a great blessing. And here's something incredible. You cannot change people's lives the way we change lives with RTT without changing your own life in the process. There are many ways to be a therapist, but RTT, Rapid Transformational Therapy, is therapy on steroids. We now have it in schools, in hospitals. It's going into a prison system. We're constantly getting people saying, this is amazing. We have schools paying for our therapists to work with children. We have IVF clinics using it. I have one hospital using it just to get people to have blood taken more easily. The implications are extraordinary. As an RTT therapist, you will make a massive difference into other people's lives and your own. You'll always know you are doing something amazing. You have a career that gives you meaning, purpose, significance, and connection, and you choose your own salary. You choose how much money you're going to make. You choose your own hours. You choose your own salary. You have freedom. You're your own boss. You can work in a spa. You can have your own office. You can do RTT, Skype-nosis, and Zoom-nosis at home from your kitchen table. We even have people who've retired who said, I've come back because I love this job. And by the way, you don't even have to leave your existing career. We have law enforcement officers. We have fire crew, cabin crew, flight attendants. Many people say, I've still got my existing career and I'm doing this too, 2 nights a week at weekends on my time off. We have teachers who are doing this. So it's amazing. You can even keep your existing job and do this as well. Keep your existing job as you go through the training. We would love to have you join us. I think it is the best job in the entire world. I've done it for 33 years. It has never bored me. I love it as much as I loved it the day I began. I do what I love. I love what I do. So can you. If you're interested, click the link below. The link is in my bio, and we'll send you a brochure, and you can find out how to change your life, change other people's lives, and have the definition of success, a career that gives you everything with bells on.